Then here a comparison, that is no compression, that is if it is that ASCII bits, ASCII code 80 lakh, then it's according to Shannon 25 lakh 85,000. In WinZip, here it is required 29 lakh 30,736 bits. Therefore, that corresponding compression ratio 36.63. In WinRAR, this much bits are required. Here the compression ratio is 35.74. Then here the winner is the Shannon. I had mathematically claimed my victory 50 years ago. That is, it is the fact. Only that much bit which is required. That is 2.585 bits. This theoretically proved 50 years ago by this Shannon. Okay. Okay. Next is that is in theory Shannon showed that regarding that source coding, that is it is somewhat related to that average information. Then later another scientist David Huffman, right, was a graduate student in MIT, presented a systematic method to achieve optimal compression ratio guaranteed by Shannon in 1952. It was the coding techniques. Therefore, it was called Huffman code to honor his achievement. Some of them you have already aware of this Huffman code. Those who are studying that digitally made processing, you have already studied this Huffman code, and we will also see this Huffman code in this ITC also. Anyway, Huffman codes are used in nearly every application that involves the compression and the transmission of digital data, such as fax machine, modems, computer networks, and HDTV, etc. Okay, it is later which satisfies that Shannon's source coding theorem, this particular Huffman code was introduced. That is here so far this done regarding this source coding part. This here we know data user channel in between here source encoding, source decoding, here channel encoding, channel decoding. How it can be done? This here this source coding theorem is defined by that Shannon, and which satisfies that particular source coding theorem. Some codes are introduced. One example is that Huffman code. Then what about this channel coding? This the simplest case, a computer network, communication over computer networks, for example, internet. The major channel impairment here is packet loss. That is, there may be some loss in between while it is transmitting over the channel. It is here consider this binary erasure channel. We all study all about these different types of channel in detail later. Here, as an introduction, we can consider this binary erasure channel. That is impairment like that packet loss can be viewed as erasures. That is some data is lost during the transmission. That are erased mean they are lost during transmission. That is here 0 is the transmitted bit and 0 is received, and here when 1 is transmitted, 1 is received, then probability of getting 0 transmitted 0 received is 1 minus p. Here also that 1 minus p represented probability of getting that 1 at the receiver end when 1 is transmitted, and this p represent the probability of packet loss, that is loss. When 0 is transmitted, some that data is erased, lost. The probability is p. Therefore, that remaining 1 minus p is the probability of getting 0 when 0 is transmitted. Similarly, the probability of erasure of the is P when 1 is transmitted. Therefore, probability of getting 1 when 1 is transmitted is 1 minus P. Okay, this P is the packet loss rate. Then, once a binary symbol is erased, it cannot be recovered. That is, for example, normally in a communication channel, we use the names Alice and Bob. Alice transmitting, Bob receiving, like that. Here, Alice sends 0 1 0 1 0 0 to Bob, but the network during that channel some packet loss. If it is that computer network, some packet loss occurs and Bobby only received 0. Second is loss, that is erased. 0 again, erasure loss. 0 0, it is the received message. So Bob asked Alice to send it again. This time Bob received 0, then it is erased. Therefore next bit he received is 1, then 0 0, and Bob goes crazy. Initially it was received, then it. What what can IDs do? What is the solution to this? One thing Alice can do is Alice sends 0 4 0, 4 zeros are sent. Then next bit she will have to send is 1. Here 4 ones are sent. That is corresponding to 0, which is a message bit which is to be transmitted 4 zeros, and corresponding to the message bit 1, 4 ones are transmitted. That is repeating each transmission 4 times. This one solution. This that error can be avoided. That is because I think all of you are following me. Say yes or no. Alice sends this particular, that is a repeated transmission, that is 4 bits corresponding to each bit. The only case Bob cannot read Alice are, for example, that is first, all the zeros are erased. That is, all the 4 bits are erased. All the 4 symbols are erased. But its probability is less. Okay. Therefore, this happens at probability p raised to 4 for less chance of occurring such an event. That is, therefore, at the receiver end, the Bob get an exact idea what which was sent. If such a we can say it is a particular coding, that is one bit is represented, 0 is represented by a code 0 0 0, and 1 is represented by 4 ones. At the receiver end, it can be considered taken, and the transmitted message can be retrieved. Then here the original network packet loss rate is 0.25. Therefore, by repeating each symbol 4 times, that packet loss is only this much. That is represented here. This if with the speed of the network, that here packet rate is packet loss rate is 0.25. Then it is reduced to this much amount. This 0.00390625. Then challenge is repetition is the best Alice can do. That is, question is it is the best solution in order to avoid that loss during the transmission. That is proper at the receiver end, how it can be properly retrieved. And Shannon's things, and he has given a solution. That is the channel coding theorem. This is known as Shannon's channel coding theorem. That is, Shannon answered, give me a channel and I can compute the quantity labeled capacity C for that channel. then reliable communication is possible only if your data rate stays below C. That is, for a channel, a particular parameter which is termed as channel capacity. I will compute that value, the channel capacity. Then, according to this channel coding theorem, Shannon's channel coding theorem, the reliable communication is possible only if your data rate stays below C. This that data rate must be less than the channel capacity. This for each channel there is a channel capacity. Right? The reliable communication is possible only the data rate stays below C. K, that is channel capacity, a parameter of the channel, and we are able to calculate. We will see later. Then the reliable communication is possible. That is, we can transmit the data through that channel without error only if the data rate is less than C. That is, if the data rate is greater than the capacity of the channel, then error-free transmission is not possible. Only that. Okay. We have earlier seen that source coding theorem. Here it is channel coding theorem. This here based on this coding theorem, this, many codes are developed. Only about 5 more slides remaining. And Shannon means, that is, here it is a channel with data loss. It is P is equal to 0.25. He calculate the channel capacity. C is equal to 1 minus P. Therefore, channel capacity is 0.75. Then here it is possible the transmission with a particular rate with a zero error. That is the meaning of that channel coding theorem. And Shannon's, according to Shannon, I don't know exactly how that will be. Okay? Now we are not aware how it can be done at that particular moment. Yes, it must satisfy for error-free transmission. It must satisfy that channel coding theorem. That is, the data rate must be less than the channel capacity. That, but with 50 years of hard work, we have discovered a lot of codes, Hamming codes, convolutional code, concatenate codes, LDPC codes, RF codes, RS code, Reed-Solomon code, BCET code, finite geometry code, cyclic code, Gole code, GOPA codes, algebraic geometry code, turbo code, zigzag code, such codes. This we are going to see some of these codes, that is Hamming code, convolutional code, RS code, BCH code, cyclic code, all we will are going to cover in our syllabus. Okay, this after now we have come very close to the dream of Shannon at 50 years ago. 50 years ago, he had suggested that according as a theorem, channel coding theorem, that is error-free transmission through a channel is possible if it satisfies that particular criteria. That is, data rate is less than channel capacity. Then, based on that, which satisfies that things, many codes are so far developed. We are going to see all these codes. Then, the source coding theorem has applied to JPEG, that image compression, MPG, another code which is used to audio video compression, and this WinZip, ZipWing, that data compression, MP3 audio compression. These are which in which that source coding theorem is applied. Then channel coding theorem has applied to in VCD and DVD, RS codes. Earlier we have seen that wireless communication, that convolutional code is used, optical communication, RS codes, and computer networks, and LT codes, Raptor codes, etc. And in some more in space communication,